Craig Poole here with Bowjunky Media.
Bowjunkymedia.com.
Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We're at the 2016, it's still 2016.
Yeah.
New breed, loopholed, ASA Pro-Am. We're in Appling, Georgia. It's hotter than the 7th hub of hell, for me anyway, but being the Floridian that
Just
Jesse
right.
Broadwater is, I'm not surprised that he's doing just fine. How'd it go out there today, Jesse Broadwater?
It went good. It went a lot better than expected, actually. Actually felt like my arrows landed better than I was shooting them. So,
How often does that happen?
well, pretty often when you shoot a HOYT. But
Well
No,
played,
it
sir.
was-
Well played.
yeah, I don't know. Just one of those days. I think it's my scope setup. I have a better scope setup, so
All right.
I
Well,
was not.
let's hear it.
I was not cutting yardage.
Is it proprietary, or can you share it a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't mean show it. I
It's,
mean talk to us about it.
Yeah, I went to a 4-power Feather Vision, 10,000 center drilled lens.
Okay.
So I was running an up pin. So now it's just a little tiny dot in the middle, little tiny aiming.
What color dot?
I have a green in there now.
Okay.
So with a light on it, if I needed light, but it worked out perfect today. I can aim. I mean, really, really fine with it. I can aim right to the side of a arrow shaft that I can hardly see. I can aim. So the scope setup was definitely an improvement over the last time.
Okay. So last time when we had talked, you were fudging about a half yard at a time.
Yeah.
And that cost you some. So was there any targets out there today that gave you any fits, whether it was piled up arrows on the 12, or not being able to find the spot you wanted to aim at, regardless of your aiming thing? Was there any targets that gave you some issues today?
Yeah, I mean, there's always targets. I still always have to be really cautious, especially if there's not a good marker down there as far as other arrows. But
Right.
Okay,
I'll parlay right into it.
parlay it.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Overheated electronics aside, because we are in the 7th hub of hell trying to do work. I'm here with Jesse Broadwater. You might have heard of him. He's new to archery. We were talking about you were talking about changing your scope setup, but your bow is going to be the exact same going
yes.
to Reading. What are you going to change on your scope rig?
Yeah, I usually just shoot a black dot. I shoot a Feather Vision 5-power, a .62 diopter, so it's about a 5-power with a black dot for Reading.
Okay.
So that'll be about the only thing I change.
Okay, so
Maybe
you go
underwear or something too, but other than that,
I thought
it.
Lisa said you don't wear those, but anyway. So you're going straight from here. You're going to go home for a day or two, then go to Reading.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing after Reading?
Probably gonna take a week off, and then practice and get ready for the OPA.
Practice?
It really doesn't make sense. Take a week off.
We're talking about practice?
No,
Practice?
I have a week off from traveling.
We're
I'll put
talking
it that
about
way.
practice?
I'm gonna practice a little bit for that one for sure.
Okay, and then your next tournament is the OPA, the
Yep.
OPA. We talked to Levi Morgan about that a little bit today. There's some pretty
Who's
good.
Levi Morgan.
I've never heard of her.
I don't know.
No, he's putting on a pretty good tournament up there, so
Yeah.
he's going to pay out some serious jack. You're going to try to go up there and make some cheddar.
Well, I'm gonna
Talk
try
to us
but
about that a little bit.
yeah, I have no idea what to expect because there's going to be a lot of strategy involved in that tournament. Because a 14 ring is into play, but you have to call it. There's a 12 ring, corner 12. So, I think once again it's just going to boil down to your personal confidence when you step up to a stake and look at a target. Do you have the confidence to hit the 14 ring?
Right.
If you do, call it and shoot it. If not, then play it safe, and shoot a 12. But there's going to be some angles and stuff, I'm sure, and maybe a little bit of wind to deal with, depending on how open it is. I don't know. I haven't seen the course, but
Do you think that there's going to be any comparisons with the OPA and your stuff you shoot over there for the Pro Series?
I would think that it would be, just talking to a couple guys, I would say that it's probably going to be similar angles to Reading. I'm
Okay.
sure there could be a couple thrown in there, especially shorter ones that could be, 30,
Extreme.
40 degrees or
Sure.
something, where you have to really pay attention to those. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't really know what to expect. It's kind of like my first Pro Series event that I went into. I don't know what to expect. So
Okay, excellent. Well, you are sitting at 24 up. You are in the hunt for this tomorrow. So obviously we got some thunderstorms moving in, but we'll look forward to following you tomorrow. You will be on the same range as the pros, so I'll be able to come spread some hate and discontent amongst the K50 guys.
sounds good.
I did have a chit chat with Evan and Mike Looper, and Randy Walk specifically wanted me to give you these Austin cheese crackers with cheddar cheese
Oh, sweet.
to help you fuel up and to be all that you can be.
Well, I appreciate that, Randy, Mike. Yes, I'll definitely eat those.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
All right,
we'll look forward to
thanks.
seeing you tomorrow.
Thanks.